Hey, welcome back. This is what I've painted over a number of days. I love these sweet tart ropes. That's all I have to say. Just kidding, I've got more. Now, of course we are getting out the paint, and it is muted violet. And I do like to pour it on the lid, because I do that every time. And we are still in the thick of it. Okay, into the thick of it, because I'm still outlining. And you know what's crazy? I'm currently working on this right now, and I've circled back to that same outlining with the same color. I'm just adding more because I really am excited to add the pastels, and I'm almost there actually, and I see the light at the end of the tunnel, and I'm getting excited, but we're not there yet here. Right now we're still struggling a little bit, but that's okay, because look at me now. You can't, but you will eventually in one of the videos. Sorry to talk from the future like that. Whatever. So, guys, I'm bored. Yeah, there you go. Speed it up. Super fast. I've learned with this painting, I don't get anything done unless I make myself a challenge. We've talked about that. But this was after a day of not painting, but I came home and I was like in the mood to, and that's what I need to remember. You know, sometimes, oh, look at me. I started using a shirt as a hair towel, because I know you're supposed to do that. I just never did. I had a little hair towel, you know what I'm saying? But I started using shirts. That's my story. Okay? Do you have any more questions? Sometimes people ask me in my videos what shampoo I use, and I'm like, my hair is long, but like it should be shorter. You know what I'm saying? I need to trim it more. It is fried at the ends, and kind of no matter what I do, so that's awesome. I haven't dyed it in a while, but I do dye it myself. And the last time I got it dyed by my beloved hairdresser, love her, she was trying to cover up the red, because here's the thing, I botched my hair. I don't know what happened. I've always dyed my own hair. We're also working on a new painting. Actually, I'm just doing backgrounds for future paintings. But it was doing something weird, because I think I was layering on different colors. Like, maybe it's because I was switching back and forth. I used to dye my hair like a auburn, and but then I switched to dark brown, and so then I was switching back and forth, and that was not working. It was like very light at my roots, and color wasn't sticking on, and so she had to dye it really dark. She was also trying to get rid of the red, which is impossible. I didn't really care about getting rid of the red, but that doesn't matter. Do you mind if I just chat about my hair? So, so then it was really dark. It looked black. Okay, a vibe for sure. It is. I do love the darker hair, but I've kept up with the darker brown, but not that dark. Maybe I'll put in photo references for you, because otherwise this is kind of boring. But I'm doing backgrounds, and then I have this teal, and I'm finally doing a purple in this series, which I've been meaning to do, but it's the color palette that won in the poll that I didn't do last time. So here I am doing it, which I was going to do it all along, because people are always like, do both, when I have people choose just for fun, and then I don't pick their answer because I already have one in mind that I want to do. Not always, but it's almost like opposite. Like if people pick a certain one and I had a slight feeling towards the other, I'm like, well, now I can't pick the one you choose. I can't explain it, but I can't. What was I talking about with my hair, though? I feel like I was going somewhere with that. But I used to cut it really short every year, and I do have that urge all the time, but actually I can't, because I love my hair long and it makes me feel like a fairy princess. So that's that's my feelings on that. And I do need to cut it shorter, but I've gotten to where I let my mom just trim my hair too, because I don't care. I don't care. Oh, look how far we've come. Oh, I know what I was talking about before I was talking about the hair. If I go a day without painting, and then I come back and it's such a refreshed feeling, you know? Like, why do I forget that every time? I know that's how that works. You need to take a break. But it's crazy how I forget every single time. Oh, look, I'm almost done with this part, and that was me shouting hooray. Because, oh, maybe the last time I filmed, yeah, it was to this part. I put a poll on my stories. Again, this motivates me for some reason. It's also like accountability. If I'm like, okay, I'm going to finish this before the sun sets. I got out there after I got home, and because I hadn't painted all day, I was motivated. And I was like, I can do this. I have a clear mind and heart. Can't lose. And so, so I was like, okay, guys, I love how the sun sets at like 8 o'clock now. It really brings me joy. But it was like maybe 6, maybe 5. Maybe I feel like it was 6. And I was like, okay, do you think I can finish all of this outlining? And it was like more than half before the sun sets. And everybody was like, yeah. And I didn't. I did not. But I worked the whole time. I really thought I could, but I locked in. It made me lock in, if you will. Except not at that moment. I was just on my phone. Hee hee. But then this was the next day. I immediately got up and I was like, I'm going to finish this. I'm going to do it. And so I did not get up until I finished it. And it goes back and forth between being really cold and it's really annoying. And I'm tired of it because I can't work out. Slow down. I can't work outside when it's 40 degrees. I did yesterday because sometimes I am stubborn. But my hands and feet freeze off. Yesterday I was working on it in like the 40-degree weather because I was like, whatever. The sun was not shining. It was not fun. And I genuinely could not feel my hands. I was like, what am I doing? I do ask myself that, but yeah, I continue. And then I finally went in. But the lighting is just so much better out there. I don't want to use an overhead lighting. You know how I feel about overhead lighting? I feel like I would rather be freezing out in the cold than have to use it. And that's silly. That's really silly. Like, I probably have like 2 lamps genuinely in every single room, and I will never use an overhead light unless I really have to. And I don't feel good when I do. I don't. I am so bold to just paint on this carpet like that. Like, I'm really careful, and I got maybe 1 drop one time, but I was able to get it out. It's from Rifle Paper Co. And why are rugs so expensive for real? But that's so true. So I did use overhead lighting yesterday with the painting, but also with the daylight. Because there's one part of this video, we'll get to it, I'm literally using a flashlight, or maybe that's in a future one. I'm using a flashlight. And I have nice little art lamps that I use as well. And I can sit my phone in them and then use them as a tripod as well. It's very nice. The brand is called Canvas, actually. And I love them, but I don't know. Oh my gosh, look at us. Look at me go. I'm almost there. Can you see the hope in my eyes and the joy? The joy and the freedom in my spirit? The last corner. I don't know what it was. This was just really breaking me. I was like, I've got to stop. My hand was begging me to stop. My mind, even more so, was like, please, can we move on to a different task? But I have to... it's just, I work best with, I have in my mind this list of, I am kind of making it up as I go and changing it, but I have this list of, okay, I need to outline in this color. And then I'm going to go back through, I'm going to outline it, I'm going to fill in a different color, and it just makes sense to me. And switching back and forth, I can't do it. I mean, do people do that? I don't. I have to do all one color, go throughout the whole painting, and then go to the next color. But I feel like that's pretty normal. So I don't know why I'm explaining it to you like it's a novel idea. Oh my gosh, look at me go. Go, 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 go. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Are y'all tired of seeing this painting? Be honest, I am too. But imagine how wonderful it'll be when we never see it again. No, it's already. I'm looking at it right now in the future. Praise the Lord! Oh my gosh! Oh my gosh! Oh my gosh! Thank you, Jesus. It's over. Now into all the rest. But not today. Goodbye forever. No. Goodbye for now. Ugh. Ew, what is that? Oh. Oh my gosh. This is gonna break me. It's gonna break me, and it doesn't take much, so. It already has, actually. Okay, that was a real-time reaction for you. The drama, but the truth. Because that is how I felt, and that is how I feel. But back to this painting, and I'm outlining it in a really, really dark green. But back to whatever other thing I was talking about. So, obviously I also work on other paintings in between this giant painting, and I have to do that, or I really will lose it. On another note, this purple, the light purple flower at the very top left, that was the color of my room for so many years. And I picked it because I asked my mom what her favorite color was, and she said purple, and I said, gotcha. Let's go with that. And it was a nice purple. Okay? My friend, who was also my neighbor, we had the same color room, if I do recall. And that was sweet. But I got to a point where I was like, I don't like purple. I don't like it. And it's like, girl, did you ever? Like, you don't get a say now, because you didn't even care then. You were just like, yeah, my mom likes purple. That's true. This I know. And she does like purple. But that has really carried on with her, because she will forever be purple to me. Even though she's like, I don't really think that's my favorite color. I was like, okay. Well, it is, though. Okay, I hear you, but it is. Because you told me one time. And then, here I am picking out pastels. And then what's horrible is we redid my room again. And it's when I went through I was going through a millennial gray phase. Even though I was like 20 years old, possibly. I don't know how old I was at that time. But painted my room gray. Ew. And then I painted flowers in these weird colors, because I was gonna do just pink flowers, but then I was trying to match this desk I have that was aqua, so then I picked a coral and aqua and something. Oh my gosh, on the gray. Oh, what? Dude. So then I lived with that until I moved out and got my own house. And now all the walls are beige. And there's so much painting potential in this cute little home I have and I haven't done anything with it, and I really got to, but I'm just kind of scarred from the times that I have painted my room, and it's been ugly every time, and I really don't want to paint it and then it be ugly or me hate it later. But I've really come into my own taste now. Like I think I have taste. Okay? I think I know what's what. I don't think I did then. But, and also you can just paint over it, but also I don't want to do that. I'm really thinking about, I would love some accent walls in different colors. And the beige is fine because I have, and I kind of need that because I have crazy colored everything else. Like I have a very colorful rug and colorful chairs. But I really wanted colorful curtains. But when we were getting them, my mom and my aunt were like, I feel like you should do just the beige so that it's not as crazy. And I was like, guys, I'm going to go with what you're saying here because I couldn't get I think I wanted green. Because my couch is beige too. I've always dreamed of like a colorful couch, but I got this couch I have for like really cheap, so I was like, whatever. But and then I like thrifted most of my furniture. And the aesthetic is grandma, and that's something that will last forever until I am a grandma. So really my taste right now is timeless. My decor style. It's who I've always been. So this I know to be true. My art does reflect the chaos in my heart and my home. But even neutral lovers, like I respect you. They're all around me. I know many of them. I do beg for a little bit of color here and there. I beg for a lot, but I understand if you just want a little, but just a little here and there. Something interesting, something unique, okay? Come on, throw it in there. And you know what? Like whether you have a neutral or chaotic home, I think a chaotic painting works amazing, you know? And a lot of my stuff I think would work really great in a children's space or nursery. I used to market my stuff for nursery a lot. Because I paint very cutesy stuff but come on, let's bring back the whimsy as adults. Let's bring back that's what I want. That's what my goal is with my paintings as well. Let's add some whimsy and childlike wonder back into our lives, okay? Let's we don't need to be serious. Let's stop being serious all the time in our decor. You can be serious if you want, but let's have a playful moment, you know? Let's have a playful moment. Some people order so many prints sometimes, and I'm like, I've got to know what you're doing with all that. And sometimes people send me pictures, and it's just like a giant, like someone recently sent me a picture, and it was like a giant gallery wall, and it had a bunch of other stuff with a bunch of my prints. And I said, wow, thank you for this. You're amazing, and I love you. But we can move on. Look at this big green painting. This is kind of in the style of that one blue painting I did, and then I did another one, but I never did anything with that one. But my goal with this one was to do just green and pink and in a bigger format, and I really love this formula with the lighter green, the flower blobs, the darker green, and then fill in a medium green in between. It just looks so cool, and I love it. That's my song for you and you and you and you. Back to my decor style though. My favorite thing in the world when I got my house was decorating it and going thrifting, and I really fell in love with going to antique stores and all of that and such and such. But it has gotten to a point where you cannot take me there. Don't let me go. Don't let me go to an antique store because I'll find something every time. Every single time I will find something and I will bring it home and I'll say, it'll sit on the table until it finds a home. I've gotten a bit of a strategy. There's a drawer of frames. There's a drawer of just random things that need a home, and maybe they could be gifts as well. Because sometimes when I'm shopping with my mom is very smart and logical here. And she's like, okay, what are you going to do with that? If I pick something up, she's like, okay, where is that going to go? You don't have room for that. Where's that going to go? And I'm like, that is not for me to know. That's for me to find out at a later date. And usually I do find a place for it. And sometimes I'm rearranging something and then I'm like, oh, this needs something here. I go and look through my drawer. Oh, that's perfect. You know, like, oh, thank goodness I got that. Thank goodness. Wow. It's just the most fun. And I was also talking about this in my Instagram stories. I am like my aunt in that way where we just kind of collect things. We collect, and then if somebody needs something, we like my aunt Cindy has always, if you need anything, any piece of furniture, any whatever, you ask her first. And she's going to go through her stuff and she's going to look. Okay? Like I needed bookshelves and she's like, "Wait a minute. I have these bookshelves in the attic that we don't really use. They're beautiful." And they are. And I said, "I love you so much." Because I was rearranging my closet and I have so much yarn. I crochet. I haven't recently. I need to get back into it. But with the amount of yarn I have, like, I've got to start crocheting because what are you doing? I have so much yarn because I collect. I'm a collector, if you will. I'm a collector. But I was talking about, my aunt used to give me like bags of nail polish and pins. Because of course we both love pins and nail polish. And I was cleaning out all my stuff and laughing because I have a niece now, which is my dream. And I found a bag of markers while I was cleaning. And I was like, okay, perfect. That'll go to Tatum when she gets a little bit older. There you go. It's going to be great. Like, it's going to be fine, guys. It's going to be awesome. Clutter is just stuff waiting for their time to shine. Clutter is just decor waiting to be seen and have its moment in the sun. And you just gotta wait for that sometimes. So, clutter is maybe meant for someone else, and you're just waiting for that time to come. So, ow, Batman is kneading my leg. That hurts with your giant claws. I need to cut them, I think. Oh, look, we're drawing another Ella variant. Wow. I'm still, I haven't been working on this project as much, but I was like, come on now. But again, there's no rush, so I'm just kind of working on it when I want, which is sweet, and figuring everything out. I decided on the night sky one, which I've been working on forever. I needed a different Ella pose. Just because of, I don't know, it just make more sense if it was from this point of view rather than, because like most of the pictures I took of Ella for this, or not for this, I just have a million pictures of Ella. They're from like a top view, but like I need like a side view more so. Again, it doesn't have to make sense because it's my world, but sometimes I'm like, I don't know. I was also thinking I have more paintings, like physical paintings that I did that started all this. I just painted her a few times on paper, and then I was like, I should make a painting of flower blobs and put her in the flower field. Well, I have others, and so I was like, maybe I should make some more flower fields. But how would I make them different enough? I mean, I could just do different colors, but I don't know. And then I kind of want to get back to my nostalgic series of the hills and the skies and the blobs, because I was really inspired by the Barbie movies for a while there. And then I did the Pride and Prejudice, and I kind of restarted it. You'll see, I think it's in this one. I start painting it, but I kind of started, yeah, here it is. I'm going to make the flower fields a little nostalgia series as well, kind of based off, and by that I mean based off movies or books. But you can't really tell unless you've seen them. So I joked about something being Shrek colored in one of the painting videos, and somebody was like, are we getting a Shrek painting? Can we get a Shrek painting? No, she said, can we get a Shrek and sleeping in a flower field or something? And I was like, I will of course consider this, but then that sparked a whole idea in my mind and heart where I was like, oh my gosh, I should do Baby Donkey in a flower field. And at this point, I didn't even know what colors I was doing. I didn't know how I was going to make it more Shrek themed, other than I was going to use Shrek green. Yeah. And hello. But when I said that, because I said it on my stories, everybody started quoting the scene of the blue flowers, red thorns. And I'm so sorry, but I did forget, because something about me, I don't remember movie scenes. My brother can quote, like, scenes from movies and TV, and I'm always like, what? And if somebody quotes anything, I'm like, what? Even though I've seen the movie or whatever it is, possibly a bunch of times, I won't know what you're talking about. But, so I looked that scene up, I was like, oh my gosh, this is perfect, because they're trying to get him to go away, and they're like, go look for blue flowers with red thorns. And he's like, blue flowers, red thorns. This would be so much easier if I wasn't colorblind. That's funny. He's like walking all around them, but he doesn't know. But you'll see that rest of that painting in the next video, because I do these videos in a weird way. Keep you guessing, keep you questioning what, and waiting for the next one. Exactly. Oh my gosh, but I started a new scene for the book based off this painting that I did, and I was actually like really excited because the clouds were looking like I wanted, and they were doing, I don't know, it kind of felt like I was actually painting. And it's kind of funny how certain things work better with digital, and because the dainty clouds, we're picking new music. These clouds where I can just lay down the color and then blend it, which is how I do when I normally paint, is I lay down the color and then I blend it a little bit and then I throw on new colors. So I was just kind of doing that, and it's less about the texture, so it's easier for digital. But I'm excited about this one. I'm going to add in a little apple tree. Yes. And I can't decide if Ella should be sleeping in every single scene, because she is dreaming. But I guess in her dream she could be awake and walking around. I just can't really decide that, because initially I was going to do her sleeping in every single one, but that's Batman. Yeah, he's yelling. He does that when he wants to go outside, and I said, no. Just like that. Sometimes I meow back at him. Stop scratching my $40 couch. That's really rude. That's really rude. Don't do that. Here, listen to Batman purr. He just wanted attention. Okay, here's some more of that. You're so welcome. Now we're moving on to another day, but the video is almost over and we have to say goodbye until tomorrow. Not tomorrow, but maybe another day. But I finished off this video working on the painting once more. I am now adding green. I also didn't talk about it, but I mixed up colors that I'm going to use on this. And that was really helpful because I have them all right here whenever I want to work on it. That's really awesome and super cool and great. Green, green, green. For some reason this wasn't as difficult to me as the initial outlining, but it's kind of the same because I'm going in between the dark outlining. I don't even fully know what this is, but the whole point of these is that you don't really know what you're looking at and it's supposed to be mesmerizing, but there are patches of grassy water, and then I don't know what else is happening really, but don't need to explain myself to you because you understand my heart. And I thank you for that. I do. Look at my little wind chime thing. It lights up. Got it at Cracker Barrel. I've been working on this painting in the future while doing this voiceover. And I'm almost done with it, but I need to go take a lunch break. But I don't know what I want. I made jalapeno pimento cheese. And it's so delicious. I'm so good at that. Like, for real, for real. But I had that yesterday, and I don't know if I want it again. I could make it into a sandwich, throw some bacon on it. I don't really want that either. But I might just eat it on some crackers. Maybe I will. But maybe I'll heat up a frozen pizza, actually. Maybe. Who knows what the day will bring. Okay, love you. Bye.